Hey guys, it's Soldier Seb, and what's going on? I hope you all are having an awesome, fantastic day. Fantastical. And as you can see behind me, there's this wonderfully magnificent house behind me, all made from scratch, all my design. It's not like I copied a design or anything. I just kind of borrowed ideas from a whole bunch of different builds and created this. So, today I'm going to show you guys how you can build a house just like this, all by yourself without using YouTube or instructions or anything. So let's get right into it. Some of the basic items you're going to need to make a house just like that one over there are going to be some white stained clay, black stained clay, and white stained glass. So for any modern house, what you're going to want to do is start by just making like a square or rectangle or something like that. So you're just going to want to make some kind of rectangle kind of thing, however many blocks you want. It doesn't have to be as big as I'm building it. You can build it as big as you want or as small as you want. It doesn't matter. It's your design. So I suggest that you just go wild with it. So I'm just going to do a time lapse. So if you want to have a one story, I recommend that it should be at least 4 blocks in height, at least for one story. But if you want it to be a 2-story, then you should make it 8 blocks. I'm going to be making a 1-story. So I'm just going to time lapse through this and I'll be back. Okay, so once you've got something like this, so as you can see, it's your basic frame for the house. And I know it looks ugly now, it doesn't look like much, but don't you worry, it will look beautiful. So if you want a 1-story, like I said, you can 1, 2, 3, 4, or if you want a 2-story, you could just do 1, 2, 3, 4 more blocks and just keep adding levels. So if you want to make 3-story, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. But I'm just going to be making a 1-story house for now. So once you've got this part done, if you want to make a 1-story, you're going to want to use some kind of wood for the flooring. Spruce wood looks best with modern houses, but you could use any wood you want. Birch wood would also be a good one if you want to try that. But I'm just going to time lapse through this one once again and fill in the floor. Be right back. Okay, so once you got the floor in, it looks pretty nice, and you can even choose to have a checkered pattern. So if you want to do a checkered pattern with spruce wood, birch wood would probably be your best bet. So I'm just going to fill this in real quick and be right back. So once you got whatever floor pattern you desire, you're going to want to add a roof. So once again, I've said this numerous times, if you want to make the roof, you just build it up 4 blocks for every floor you want, and then when you get to the top floor, which our 1-story is the top floor, you're just going to want to fill it in with white stained clay. So I'm just going to do that real quick. I'm going to time lapse. And it should look something like this. So so you've kind of got like this ugly square on the horizon. So what you're going to want to do with this to make it look beautiful, just like this, you're going to want to get a little bit fancy. So there's numerous things you could do. I like to use water, but you could put whatever you want. You could put leaves. But anyway, you're going to need some slabs. So I'm going to use stone slabs and some spruce slabs. And we're going to want some spruce leaves and some water. Water. So what you're going to want to do with this So with the black stained clay, well, all right, I'm getting ahead of myself. First, you're going to want to get a door. So I'm just going to choose out of all these. I like the dark oak door because it looks kind of fancy, has like the gold tinges on it. And you could choose to either make this door 2x2 or 1x1, or you know what I mean. So I'm just going to put this door right here. And so we're just going to stick this in, and you know what? It looks better like that. So I'm just going to take a quick look over here. So as you can see, this edge kind of protrudes. This is the main frame, but I just like to add a little bit of edge to it. So we're just going to want to build this up a little bit. And then we're just going to probably add some windows with the white stained glass. And this looks pretty good already. So in fact, that might be a little long. So we're just going to fill that back in. So next, what you're going to want to do is going to take the black clay out a little bit like that and just kind of fill it in and make like kind of some pillars, and then bring it all the way across until it gets to the other side, and then just do the same thing on the other side. So it looks like some protruding edges. And so that's basically your first black frame. So what you could do with this, you could either fill it with leaves, or you could fill it with water. So for this demonstration, I'll be using water. Or I'm actually going to be using both. So anyway, you're just going to put slabs here so you could see the water. Do the same with the other side, like so. Then you're just going to fill the top with water, just like so. And as you can see, the water automatically runs down, and you have a beautiful thingy. Pretty cool, huh? Also, if you want some cool lighting effects, I recommend putting glowstone underneath because it makes it look really neat. So moving on to our next thing, we're going to want to kind of spruce it up a little bit. So as you can see, we've got the windows. So we just want to make this kind of stick out a bit like that. And actually, so what you're going to want to do under your window, put glowstone underneath, and then add leaves. So it looks like kind of a hedge. So then we're just going to put a block there. And then we're going to take a protrusion of this. So in fact, your main black frame is going to be 2 blocks tall. That was my mistake. So yeah, for your protrusion kind of thing, you're going to want to, here, I'll show you. You're going to want to take your clay, and then your black clay, and just pull it out like that, and just pull it out like that, and bring it down a bit. And this is a case where you would want to use leaves for the 1x1. So I'm just going to fill this up with leaves, put a thing there, and then add that to kind of block it off. And then we're just going to fill the rest of this in with slabs. So yeah, you've kind of got a basis for a modern house. So we're just going to move on to the next item. So if you really want some cool lighting, like in your house, you're going to want to put like some pools on top. And I really like this idea. This was my idea. You can put alright, I'll show you. So you're going to take the white glass, and between these two things, you're going to just carve out as much skylight as you want. And then just carve it all out. And then fill it up with glass. So just fill this up with glass. Then you're going to give it like a border so the water doesn't leak. Then you're going to take your water bucket and just fill in the top. And you have a beautiful, beautiful skylight. Also, you might notice on the inside there's water dripping, and you don't want that in a modern house, right? That just looks ghetto. So if you want, you could just, water won't leak through 2 blocks tall. So if this thing's just 2 blocks, then you could just fill this in. And if we go inside, you will notice that there is no more water dripping. And also, water won't drip through glass, so you can have just 1 layer. So that's pretty neat. So for the final well, not the final, one of the main aesthetics of this house is going to be just exterior design. Like, so we're just gonna kind of break this up and just put some glass here. And another thing you want to remember with modern houses, big windows. Remember, all the windows are big, has lots of natural light, and so it looks pretty neat. So if you have a window like this, you're going to want to just take one block up and just connect it like that. And then you have a little thingy. And then with this little space right here, I can't fly. You just kind of fill it in like that. And that looks pretty cool too. All right, I'm just going to continue adding windows and stuff. And I recommend that you put glowstone under your windows. Once again, as for lots of light. The more light that you have that like kind of blends in, it looks even cool. And someone just sent me a Skype request. Interesting. I'll check that out later. Anyway, so then we have this one side. So I'm going to make this kind of like a porch.
So I'm just going to take this thing and we're going to use these spruce wood for this. Put this out a little bit and just fill it with wood, and then we're just going to add a little fence. I'll show you how to do that momentarily.
Okay, so once you got your little porch layout thing, you're going to want to add a fence. And so you could add normal fence if you want, but like, come on. Like, does this look like it goes with a modern house? No. If you said yes, then go watch something else. Ha, I'm just kidding. So you're going to want some white stained glass panes. So you're just going to bring these out, and then for the corners, you just take one of those and a stone slab and some clay, and just put it on top like that. And just kind of bring it out a little more, and then put another one there, like that. And you kind of have a porch yard. Pretty neat. Also, if you want, you can like kind of add like something like this, like kind of like a canopy, or not that, like a canopy kind of thing, like a protrusion of the house, and then yeah. So then you could just add like a little doorway here, fill that in, and then just gonna grab the same door, or you could use a different door. Like, in fact, the birch door looks good. It looks like a kind of like a backyard door. It kind of has like a window kind of element thing. So that looks cool. And if for the outside, you're gonna want to put it like that. So it gives it more depth. Then we're just going to finish up the glass and just put some glass here. And then you're pretty much done for the most part. And so all you want to do now is just leaves. Just put leaves wherever you think they would be necessary. So I'm just going to do that, add some final finishing touches, and then I'll be back. So that is basically your modern house. Your pretty basic modern house. So I'm just going to do a little fly around. Like I said, detail. Details. That's one of the main parts of building modern houses. So like we have these little slab protrusions. I replaced most of this glass with panes. I added some stuff. This side's kind of plain. In fact, let me just pull this over right here like that, and then do the same thing with that. So yeah, that looks good. And then we could probably just put slabs here. All right, yeah, I guess I wasn't finished. So yeah, and so slabs on the side. And then for this part, you're just gonna put this in like that, and you have a little canopy thing. Same here on this side. And then we're just gonna put one more window. Well, wait, no, one more window here. And then we're just gonna grab one of these. And then you are pretty much done with your modern house. So I hope you all enjoyed this tutorial for modern houses. And if you want to see more house tutorials, then please do drop a like and all that stuff. And we're just gonna take a quick look inside. It doesn't look like much. I'll let you decorate it because I'm not that much of an interior decorator. But as you can see, lots of big windows, lots of natural light. Beautiful on the outside. Pretty spacious. You can make it as big as you want, as small as you want. It doesn't matter. So yeah, pretty cool. So yeah, you can make something like this as big as this, or something small like that, or something super small. Whatever you want. It's all up to you. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on how to build your own modern house without any prior knowledge. And you can feel free to go on Google and just search up modern houses. You'll get lots of inspiration there. But here I've shown you lots of basic tips to just create your own within minutes. So this is actually easier than following instructions, and it makes you look better as a builder because, you know, no one likes people who use instructions. I mean, I used to do that, but who cares? I don't do it anymore. I decided to think outside the box. So yeah, if you're building, don't worry about don't restrain yourself. Just don't feel limited. Especially if you're in creative mode, just go ham. But I've actually built these houses in survival, as you have seen before. But yeah, so it's possible. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. I'm just gonna stop talking, and I hope you all are having a beautiful day. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.